You're still single?
Yes, sir.
We are in Fab. Propose to this water glass.
So may I come in?
Yes, come in.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Take a seat, Akshat.
Thank you, sir.
Akshat Jain.
Yes, sir.
Akshat, give a brief description about yourself.
So my name is Akshat Jain. I am 23 years old. I was born in Jaipur, Rajasthan, from where I've done my high schooling. And I've done my bachelor's in design from IIT Guwahati. And so my interests include fitness, swimming, football. And so this is going to be my second attempt at UPSC and my first interview.
We are going through your detailed application form.
Sir.
And we have come to know that both your parents are already civil servants.
Yes, sir.
They are in the police service or...
So my father is in the police service, my mother is in the revenue service.
She is in the revenue service. So you are going to be second generation civil servant.
Sir.
Civil servants have the perception of being elitist.
Sir.
Why it is so?
So it can be attributed to the colonial legacy of our Indian bureaucracy as well. And sir, because there's this perception amongst the common people that bureaucrats, they tend to serve the interest of the elite sections and of themselves. But I sir, in my opinion, I do not think that can be a blanket statement as such, because a lot of bureaucrats, they have done a lot of positive work for the society. And so that is our intention here as well. So sir, I think that cannot be classified as a blanket statement.
Okay, you must have observed your parents working under different conditions, situations and all that.
Yes, sir.
So what are the ills and evils eating into the vitals of Indian bureaucracy?
So first of all, sir, the corruption in services is a reality. That is something we need to address. So that is definitely there. And sir, other thing is that, sir, sometimes we tend to overlook merit as compared to factors like seniority and other such factors. So that is something also which my parents have also highlighted to me. So I think these two factors are there.
What about nepotism?
Sir, nepotism, sir, in bureaucracy, sir, I have personally no particular opinion on that.
And political affiliation of bureaucrats?
Sir, that is true. So that is one thing we have to address, because sir, many a times a lot of bureaucrats, they have had political affiliation, and this has affected their spirit of service and their non-partisanship. So that is also an issue.
Suppose, Akshat,
sir,
you get into the Indian Administrative Service.
Sir.
What measures will you take to dispel these feelings among the people of the country or the area where you are working, that you neither believe in corruption, nor in nepotism, nor in casteism, nor you tolerate any inefficiencies? So what measures you will take?
So first of all, to tackle the issue of corruption, what I believe is that we need to make use of the technology. We have to enhance this particular technological interface, because that can eliminate a lot of corrupt practices. And so second, in my opinion, each and every department, it should have an in-house investigation mechanism, so as to keep a supervision on its officers and to ensure that proper working environment is there in all our departments. And so we also have to work on the service citizen interface. So particularly at the grassroots level, for example, sir, in the police service, at the constable level, because these are the sections of officers that are interacting with the public. So we need to adequately train them. And sir, in my opinion, also we need to, like I said, have to periodically train our forces, and especially at the lower levels. So sir, in my opinion, these particular steps are required.
Okay, you are made Secretary Tourism, or in your own state, that is Rajasthan.
Sir.
And I happen to visit you, call on you, and you are a good friend of mine, and I want you to take me to Jaipur to see the places. So where all will you take me?
Sir, in Jaipur particularly, sir, I'll take you to the forts and palaces, like the Amer Fort, sir, I'll definitely take you. And sir, I'll also take you to the Jantar Mantar in Jaipur. And sir, apart from that, I'll take you to the Albert Hall Museum, and sir, there are 2-3 more museums in Jaipur, and sir, also religious sites are there. For example, the Birla Mandir is there, and sir, we have certain Jain temples as well. And sir, the Hawa Mahal, definitely, I'll not forget that as well. And right.
What
sir.
is the importance of Jantar Mantar?
Sir, Jantar Mantar in Jaipur, sir, sir, specifically in Jaipur or
Jaipur Jantar Mantar.
Sir, Jantar Mantar is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, sir, first of all. And sir, it is housing the largest stone instrument right now in India, the Jantar Mantar at Jaipur. And sir, obviously it was built by Savai Jai Singh II, who founded Jaipur. And right, sir, so it...
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Akshay, you have been Creative's head, entrepreneurial development cell.
Right, sir.
Did you take any innovative step?
Sir, basically my role as a creative's head was to design the various posters, the standees and the video material that was required for different events and festivals conducted by the team. So sir, my role was actually to lead that particular team of 3-4 designers. We were there. So that was the role, and as such, sir, whenever we used to design all these materials, we used to ensure that there's this blend of professionalism and creativity, because after all, we were designing for a professional and entrepreneurial event. So, sir,
who is an entrepreneur?
Sir, an entrepreneur is someone, sir, in my opinion, is sir who actually has a problem to solve, and he's going to do that in the most innovative and capable way, efficient way. So in my opinion, that is an entrepreneur.
Can you recall the names of some of the important women entrepreneurs right now?
Sir, actually I'm not able to recall big names as of now, but sir, for example, in our own college, there was a girl named Swati Jain, who, sir, is the founder of Your Dost. It is a company which is doing very well actually, and sir, that is in the field of emotional wellness. So I can, for example, recall that particular name.
Why Chanda Kochar is in news?
So Chandra Kochar, sir, she is in news because sir, she was CEO of ICICI Bank, and sir, she has been involved in a conflict of interest case, whereby it has been alleged that she actually favored her husband and in discharging loans from the ICICI to a company that was working in favor to both of them. So, sir, a conflict of interest case basically.
You have studied anthropology.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is archaeological anthropology?
Sir, archaeological anthropology is one of the 4 fields of anthropology in which they tend to understand the archaeological history of mankind and relate it with the cultural component. So, sir, that is basically archaeological anthropology.
Okay.
Right,
so, do you have any important anthropologist associated with this archaeological anthropology? Working, yes.
Sir, right now or in...
Right now?
Sir, right now, sir, right now I'm not able to recall specifically.
Okay, recall any name?
Sir, for example, sir, in the international front, there have been anthropologists like Julian Stewart, and sir, even in India, we had H.D. Sankalia, who was in charge of the Deccan College, and he was instrumental in a lot of discoveries in India, especially from the Neolithic period. So sir, they have been there, right?
You have referred to Neolithic period.
Yes.
If we try to compare and contrast the cultures of Neolithic period with that of Iron Age,
Sir.
What do you find?
So actually, Neolithic period marked a revolutionary phase in our mankind, in the sense that we began to domesticate animals and we began to have proper agricultural production. Sir, Iron Age actually was actually kind of, you can say, fast-tracked the process, because through iron implements we were able to clear the forest, we were able to clear the land and bring more land under cultivation, as well as increase our agricultural efficiency. So you can actually say that Iron Age has actually fast-tracked the process that got started in the Neolithic period.
So what changes we noticed in the field of cultural evolution?
Sir, after the Iron Age? So for example,
from Neolithic to Iron Age.
Sir, for example, metal has always been a vital part of our culture. So, sir, iron has actually facilitated the coming up of cultural centers. So, sir, definitely there has been that particular factor.
Can you recall some name of some important cultural centers in India?
Sir, of the Iron Age?
Yes, of the Iron Age.
Yes, sir. So, for example, we have the Eastern Ganga Valley civilization that was there, that flourished in the Iron Age, and sir, other parts like the Ahar Banas region of Rajasthan was also there, that flourished in this period.
Any civilization is known as the Eastern Valley civilization. Are you sure?
Sir, the Ganga, Eastern Ganga, sir, the Ganga Valley.
Ganga Valley.
Yes, sir. Right.
Okay.
Akshat.
Sir.
Akshat, you studied B design from IIT Guwahati. It
Yes,
is one of a very important course introduced in IITs. There are a couple of IITs which offer this course.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? What is wrong with our education system that we need separate course for design and innovations? We should actually be having, every course should have been the course of design and innovation. What's wrong with our education system?
Sir, I think that is a very, very correct observation, sir, because design, sir, in general is about problem solving through well-designed creations. And so therefore every course should have had an inbuilt design component. But sir, what through this course we have tried to achieve is to give a specific direction for students to actually have that methodology to solve problems. And so the problem in our educational sector, and sir, it has been that it more and more focus has been on the academic component, on the theoretical component, about doing well in the examinations. And so design in such is more of practical, how you are able to utilize your knowledge to solve problems. So that has been the issue in our education sector. And
I was looking at your DAF, you studied from elite schools, your parents, both your parents are civil servant. Sir very rightly asked you, it appears that you are coming from a very elite background. But I would like to believe that that is not the case. So to just allay that fear, can you just tell me recently, day before yesterday, all North India had the huge hailstorm thing.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what is the current status of crops in our country right now in this area, and what is the impact of these hailstorm on the crops?
Sir, in northern India, sir, right now we are in the Rabi season, and a lot of winter crops are being grown right now. For example,
are being sown, are being plowed. What is the status right now? We are in February's first week.
Right, sir. So wheat which was sown earlier, it is now under the growth stage right now, wheat. And sir, for example, in Uttar Pradesh, sugarcane is also being...
Just beating around bush, tell me, what is the impact of hailstorm on the crop? What is the status of crop right now? Yes or no? You may say, sir, I don't know.
Sir, I'm not aware.
No problem. You studied anthropology.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what is the anthropological basis of religion?
Of religion?
Yeah.
So, from an anthropological point of view, there have been two perspectives into this. So, one has been the functional perspective, which says that, sir, religion was actually started to fulfill certain functions of our human needs. For example, sir, humans have always feared death, and they've always feared what is unknown to them. So, religion as such allays those fears. Religion...
Wasn't it the function of science?
Sir?
Wasn't it the function of science?
No, sir. Science is different as compared to religion, because science is based on certain empirical evidences. But sir, here when humans, they were not aware of what is happening around them, they began to believe in some certain entities that exist beyond this world. So sir, that is how religion came into being. So religion basically fulfills these basic human needs. It allays our fears of the unknown. So that
Your father is
IPS
IPS officer. You must be very closely watching what is happening in Kolkata. Can you tell me what exactly is this state police versus the central police conflict, and what CBI draws its power from? We know police is a state subject.
Right, sir. So CBI basically was established under the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, and sir, police is a state subject definitely, but certain states have given their general consent to CBI to investigate cases which happen in their territory. But sir, for example,